Welcome to our channel, where we explore the world's most captivating destinations. In today's episode, we're diving into the enchanting city of Bordeaux, located in the heart of France's renowned wine region. Join us as we uncover the top 10 things to do in Bordeaux, a city steeped in history, culture, and, of course, exquisite wine. Number 10. Jardin Public. It's now been engulfed by the city, but when it was inaugurated in 1746, this park was on the edge of Bordeaux in land formerly taken up by unproductive vines. In line with the ideas of 18th-century humanists, the aim was to promote the good health of the Bordelaises by granting them a green space. The Jardin Public is in the English style and has lawns, historic trees, statues, fountains, balustrades and wrought iron bridges crossing its serpentine pond. There's a restaurant in the old orangery, and the park is bordered on all sides by 18th-century townhouses. Number 9. Grand Théâtre de Bordeaux. The architect Victor Louis built the Grand Théâtre in 1780, and it's regarded as his masterpiece. Even if you have no reason to go inside, come to Place de la Comédie after dark and marvel at the sight of the portico and the 12 statues of muses and goddesses in lights. Inside it is decorated extravagantly in blue and gold, the colors of the French monarchy, which were removed after the Revolution. Clearly, the best way to experience this building is to see a performance by the Bordeaux National Opera. Number 8. Bordeaux Cathedral. As with many religious buildings around France, Bordeaux Cathedral had a tough time in the Revolution, when it was stripped of its decor, so nearly all of the embellishments you see now are from other buildings. This takes nothing away from the grandeur of the medieval Gothic architecture, or the historical significance of the site, where in 1137 Eleanor of Aquitaine and the future Louis VII wed, at just 13 and 17 respectively. Spend a few minutes below the north portal, which was built as a royal entrance in the 13th century and has a tympanum with images from scenes like the Last Supper. Number 7. Esplanade Dayquintances. In a city of large and open public spaces, the Esplanade Dayquintances takes the cake at a very spacious 12 hectares. Its large dimensions makes it the venue of choice for a wide variety of events throughout the year. If there's a big concert or fair, it will set up here, and during Euro 2016 it was a fan zone, with bars and a giant screen. The rest of the time you'll come to see the much photographed monument aux Girondins, with a column top with a Statue of Liberty and fountains with rampaging bronze horses at the foot. Number 6. Porte Kalew. The other fragment of the old walls, Porte Kalew is just as magnificent. With a transitional design between the Gothic and Renaissance, it dates to 1495, and was constructed to celebrate King Charles VIII's win against the League of Venice at the Battle of Fornovo. So it had the dual purpose of being a triumphal arch as well as a city defense. There's a white statue of the king in one of the niches, as well as a notice telling you to beware of the lintel, as Charles VIII died at 27 after walking into one in Amboise by accident. For a small fee you can enter the building and go up for the photogenic view of the Garonne. Number 5. La Grosse Cloche. Built in the 15th century, La Grosse Cloche, with its twin conical roofs, is the old Belfry for Bordeaux Town Hall. It is one of only a handful of fragments remaining from the city's medieval period and is built on the remnants of the 13th century Porte Saint-Éloi, a former gate in the old ramparts. This gate once had a small prison for juvenile offenders, and they were kept behind a door 10 centimeters thick. You can get a good look at the bell from the below. This dates to 1775 and weighs a hefty 7,750 tons. Number 4. Bordeaux Wine. Something else you can do at Lasite de Bordeaux is pick up helpful information on where to continue your wine adventure, because the choice can be dizzying. You're in the world's wine capital, and the second largest wine-growing region on the planet. Typically a guided tour involves hopping into a transport and joining a group as you make your way around Saint-Emilion, the Médoc, Canon Fronsac, Sauternes and Graves. You'll be shown around the vat rooms and cellars, learn about how wine is made and stored, and then get the chance to try some for yourself. Number 3. Lasite de Bordeaux. This ultra-modern cultural center is a celebration of all things wine, and is one of those ambitious and futuristic projects that is hard to sum up in a few sentences. For a casual visitor, it's a high-tech museum teaching you about the history of wine, and where and how it's made around the world. There's 10 hours worth of audiovisual material to get through, so if you're an enophile you could easily kill a day here indulging your curiosity. The architecture of this 3,000 square meter building, with its 55-meter tower, is dazzling, and the tour climaxes with a visit to the Belvedere bar where you compare a glass of wine with equally delicious vistas of Bordeaux and the Garonne. Number 2. Kde de Bordeaux. The left bank of the Garonne is hands down one of the world's most splendid waterfronts. It's also part of that 18th century World Heritage ensemble, where the majestic facades of grand neoclassical buildings line a riverside promenade 80 meters wide. Set next to the broad Garonne, crossed by the many arches of Pont de Pierre, there's a sweeping openness about the spaces here that will imbue your walk or bike ride with some extra finesse. There are benches, flower beds and lawns below plane trees where you can take it all in. Number 1. Place de la Bourse. Bordeaux broke free of its old town walls when this majestic square on the left bank of the Garonne was built in the 1720s. Louis XV's favorite architect, Jacques Gabriel, designed it, and the square didn't take long to become a symbol for the city. Go up for a closer look to see the mascarons' sculpted faces beneath the arches of the buildings. And naturally, you'll want to cross the road to the water mirror, created by the landscape artist Michel Courgeot. It's a large pool with little more than a shallow film of water, sometimes veiled by mist, reflecting Place de la Bourse. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting travel content. Until next time, cheers and happy travels.